Hierdie week op Ondersoek. Ons ondersoek berigte dat 'n gebrek aan behoorlike munisipale dienslewering in die Vrystaatse dorp Memel-Zamani die besoedeling van riviere en 'n belangrike vleiland tot gevolg het. Inwoners veg teen 'n gety van rommel uit onbeheerde stortings. Kan dit alles lei tot 'n omgewingsramp in die waardevolle Seekoei-vlei vleiland? Inwoners beskryf dele van Memel-Zamani as 'n rioolput.
The sewage system is not adequate to handle the amount of people in Memel and Zamani at this stage.
Rou riool loop in tuine en in die strate.
Mense wat voor ons hier gebly het, was huurders. Hulle het dieselfde probleem gehad as ons.
Iflowela estradini ene estradini lapho ihambela khona kunabantwana ene iflowa even next to kuma crashes.
Boere sê hulle vee is in gevaar vanweë die besoedeling.
Daai plastiek van daarso kom alles hier so alles.
Rioolstortings kan gesien word waar dit in riviere en in die Seekoei-vlei vleiland inloop.
Hierdie rou riool, ek het vir julle daar foto's gewys wat in die Pampoenspruit loop en so ek sê binne 50 km is hy in die Valdam.
Memel is 'n klein dorpie in die Vrystaat naby aan die KwaZulu-Natal grens en was bekend as 'n boerderygemeenskap nadat dit as 'n dorp geproklameer is in 1914. Memel het later saamgesmelt met die groot Zamani-nedersetting en staan vandag bekend as Memel-Zamani. Net noord van Memel-Zamani, by die samevloeiing van die Pampoenspruit en die Kliprivier, lê hierdie pragtige vleiland. 'n Vleiland wat 'n uiters belangrike omgewingsrol vervul. Dit staan bekend as die Seekoei-vlei vleiland en is in 1999 as 'n Ramsar vleiland verklaar. Die Seekoei-vlei lê aan die Kliprivier. Dit is 'n takrivier van die Vaal en dis van groot belang vir die verskaffing van hoëgehalte water vir Gauteng. Maar inwoners is bekommerd dat hierdie belangrike vleiland deur riool en ander besoedeling wat afkomstig is uit Memel-Zamani bedreig word.
Kenzakala next. Ngesewage affecta kakhulu kumanje sikhupha umgodi uzugcwale. Yabo. Affecteka abantwana la siyakhula siphathwa izisi cholera ilama sewage angaqhubeki la iZamani.
Kangangokuthi dala siprotestele indaba yokuthi ama-sewage aflowele eSeekoeivlei lapha ngoba limaza thina njengabantu abahlala emakhaya abathemba emvelweni.
Ons het nie nodig gehad om ver te soek vir bewyse vir hierdie kommer nie. Hierdie is een van die strate in Zamani en mens kan duidelik die riool afloop sien. Oorsprong, 2 gebarste pype in die badkamer hier agter my van die skool en die reuk is iets verskrikliks. Bruce Kannemeyer het 6 maande gelede by die munisipaliteit aangesluit en hy sê daar is 'n kontrakteur wat na die riool-infrastruktuur van Memel-Zamani omsien. What are the reasons? Why are the sewage systems not working properly?
Well, I think it's a combination of both legacy as well as probably sometimes either poor maintenance or lack of maintenance, but in other occasions, shortage of staff. With this development now, we would be able to bring all of Zamani's households as well as Memel onto a waterborne sewage.
What development are you referring to?
Before the end of last year, Council awarded a tender to a company. I've got the tender documentation here indicating what it was for. And that is basically for the completion of the outfall sewer, as well as the oxidation points, and then some electrical mechanical work that would allow that sewage plant to serve the current capacity, but also has got excess capacity to provide for growth in the Zamani-Memel area.
Voorheen het die Mpumalanga munisipaliteit 2 5000 liter tanks geïnstalleer om die riool te beheer, maar soms loop hierdie tanks oor in die Pampoenspruit wat slegs meters daarvan is. Die vleiland spesialis Koenie Erasmus sê hulle het reeds verskeie direktiewe aan die munisipaliteit gestuur om die stortingsprobleem aan te spreek. So these are the temporary tanks that are storing sewage from Zamani, but clearly overflowing.
Yeah, definitely. You can see it there. This is the outflow. It goes directly into the Pampoenspruit there. And there's a definite outflow, even if it's a seep that goes in there. Now, previously, I think it was 2 years ago, we gave them a directive to rectify the situation. Water Affairs gave them a directive, and nothing came of it, and we still got this outflow running in there.
So spilling over into the Pampoenspruit
flowing into the Klip River, which in turn feeds the wetland.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. The Pampoenspruit, this part is already part of the wetland.
The bulk of the sewage spillages relate to, I think there's about 289 illegal connections to the sewage network.
What is an illegal connection?
Council have done a development some years back. There was housing development, and in the house there was a full toilet facility, but there was no direct connection to the waterborne sewage system. Now, some residents, until today, the total is about 289, have then appointed or have done it themselves plumbers, and they've connected to the septic tank system. Those septic tanks only cover for a limited number of people, and at the time when the illegal connection started taking up, the number of times of emptying those tanks was not sufficient to carry the load of the additional people that came in, and that's why you had more spillages then.
In die verlede was Memel die middelpunt van die boerderygemeenskap. En vir baie dekades het boere hier 'n bestaan gemaak. Alhoewel daar nog steeds geboer word, het die waterbesoedeling 'n massiewe impak. Nie net op die boerdery nie, maar ook op die gesondheid van die vee. January Zondezi boer al vir 14 jaar in die Memel-distrik en hy sê dat die rioolstorting sy beeste siek maak en laat vrek.
Die sewage van die Memel, hy kom alles binne by die rivier. Nou daai goed hy gee vir my beeste siek en ek nou van ek het begin nou van 2008 ek het verloor tot nou ek het verloor 27 beeste.
27 beeste verloor.
Ja, 27 ek het verloor.
When the temporary sewage tanks overflow, the sewage spills into the river.
Yes.
Why are the tanks not emptied more often or on a more regular basis?
You see, it's part of the dilemma that I think our predecessors were struggling with, because those original connections to the sewage system was illegal connections. By operating the system, you're legitimizing illegal connections without then still taxing people for that. So what has happened over the past year or so is that from February last year, the council did make a decision to empty the septic tank more often. Council is actually cleaning those tanks about 3 times a day, and that is now what is leading to a reduction or even an end to the spillages that we've seen in the past.
Maar January sê die rioolstortings hou aan om sy vee te bedreig.
Die pyp van die Sewage, jy kom van die so Sondag, ek nou nou by die Sondag. Daai pyp was nog weer vol. Hulle sê kom hier goed net by die week. By die Sondag en Saterdag hulle oppas nie.
Dan loop die riool oor.
Ja, as hy vol, daai goed hy kom alles hierdie beeste van my so hy gebruik daai water.
The sewage system as it is actually working. What is happening is that from time to time, given for instance your pump station cuts out for whatever reason, and I'll show you some photos now of what is found in the network that causes blockages, and that then leads to our sewage outlets spilling over, and it's that raw sewage that runs into the river. My technical guys are saying to me in preparation for this interview that we've only had 1 spillage in the last 3 months.
Now, according to the municipal manager, there hasn't been an overflow in the last 3 months.
Well, you can look for yourself. Here you see it.
This has been an ongoing problem for the last 3 years. Why has nothing happened? Why has nothing been done?
I think the question is a bit unfair to me because I'm here for 6 months in the municipality, and I don't think it's my place or I'm qualified to speak on what happened and why things did not happen. The previous administration worked on getting the funding, and I'm fortunate to be sitting in the chair while the actual work is happening. Where we're sitting now, I'm happy to indicate that there is a team of contractors underground that is working on the solution to the problem.
Nadat die riool uit die tanks gepomp is, word dit na 'n oksidasiedam in Memel gevat en daar uitgepomp. Maar die bioloog Jaco Marits glo die toestand van die riooldam is self 'n bedreiging vir die omgewing.
Hierdie dam is basies vol gesedimenteer. So hierdie water wat hier uitgestort is, loop nou reguit uit daar agter waar daar 'n gat in die wal basies is en in die veld in.
Naby die area waar die riool uitgepomp is, het ons die gat waarna Jaco verwys het met ons eie oë gesien.
En hier vloei die riool nou vanuit hierdie dam letterlik in die vlei land in.
Ja. Dit is soos jy gesien het 10 meter van hier af het hulle die riool uitgepomp in hierdie dam in. En hier vloei dit nou in Seekoei-vlei natuurreservaat. Dit is Seekoei-vlei natuurreservaat hierdie.
Terwyl ons by die riooldam was, het ons 'n skopgraaf gesien wat in die vleiland doenig was en ons het vir die kontrakteurs gewag om uit te vind hoekom hulle daar grawe.
We're from the television program 50/50 on SABC2. I'd just like to know, what is the purpose of the digging in the wetland and who gave you instructions?
It's the municipality.
The municipality?
Yes.
So they gave you instructions to dig into the wetland?
Actually, there's a project here for upgrading of the sewer lines here in Memel. So we are here to build a pump station that will take all this sewer from town to the pump station in Zamani.
Kuni, we visited this site of the sewage dam earlier, and sewage was being pumped onto the ground, not into the dam itself, and the dam is overflowing directly into the wetland. Surely that's not efficient sewage works?
No, it's not efficient. But obviously it's an effort from the municipality to dispose of the sewage that's overflowing in Zamani now. I'm not sure what processes they follow to legalize it, but you're not allowed to work in a wetland or dump sewage, raw sewage in a wetland.
We've got a technical services department in the municipality. The number of suitably qualified personnel that we've got to provide those services is way below what is required. We have signed an agreement towards the end of last year for 22 specialist skills people to be placed in our municipality, and Memel as a particular town would most certainly get its fair share of skilled and qualified people, so that the plant and the infrastructure that we are now putting in is also properly maintained, and that we can focus more actually on prevention of spillages rather than reacting to it once it happens.
When will the sewage works be up to scratch, in your opinion?
According to the terms of reference of the company that was appointed now in Memel, with the funding from Thabo Mafutsanyana District Municipality, I believe that by the end of June 2014, we should have a fully operational sewage works in Memel.